Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. So a quick one today for the new year. This is my bunker busting bow of destruction. So let me show you how it works. Okay, and that will go all the way down to bedrock. So I'm in a custom world here, which has 200 levels of sandstone, and yeah. So just so you guys can see. You know how quickly this thing is. So if I just shoot it up there, boom. See, I can't even fall as fast as this thing is moving. Okay, maybe I can. Here we go. How absolutely cool is that? Okay, so let me just TP. So do you guys want to see that again? All right, and just give it a bit of a head start. And here I go. Okay, so let's do this. Oopsie, let's do it this way around. So this time I'm going to TP myself down so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, there, and then it's going to go up. Okay, you ready? And right, here it comes. Here it comes. Woohoo! As you can see, this is quite amazing. So if I just go in there, I can actually do quite a bit of nice sculpting with this, I think. And go there. Okay. Now this just 3 commands that's driving this thing. So let's go and have a look at how this all works. Okay, so there are 3 commands. That is it. Okay, so I've got one scoreboard objective. Okay, starts the side. So I've got one scoreboard objective, which is inGround, which is just a dummy objective. So that is scoreboard objectives, add inGround dummy. Okay, it'll say it already exists. So inGround dummy. So that's one scoreboard objective. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a partial MBT match. So I'm saying scoreboard players add. Actually, this can just be set, but leave it for add for now. At E type equals arrow inGround 1. So I'm going to set the scoreboard objectives for any arrow to inGround 1 if they are in the partial MBT for that arrow is inGround 1B. Okay, so that'll give that arrow then a score of 1. When I find an arrow with a score of 1, I'm then going to be executing at E score inGround minimum 1. So that's the arrow that's in the ground. 1 above them. Okay, I'm going to be summoning primed TNT. Okay, so 1 above it, I'm going to be summoning primed TNT, and this is why it's moving downwards. So when the arrow hits the ground, the TNT explodes on top of the arrow, pushing the arrow down. So the TNT removes, you know, a ball of stone around the arrow. The arrow is going to be pushed down by the TNT, and then is going to continuously spawn TNT until, and this is what the last one is for, I'm going to be executing at type equals arrow. I'm going to be detecting, okay, 1 underneath the arrow if it's bedrock. If it is bedrock, I'm then going to kill that entity that's in a 0 block radius of that arrow, which will just be the arrow itself. And that's it. 3 commands that cause this utter destruction. Let's look at that. Just look at it absolutely go. If we want to do the reverse, if we want to make it go up, okay, we're going to have to cheat a little bit. Okay, these ones, as I said, is self-contained. It pushes itself down, but the problem is kind of gravity. So very, very simple. All we're going to do is we are going to add one. Okay, so we're going to go TP at E score underscore inGround underscore minimum equals 1. So anytime an arrow is in the ground, okay, regardless of where it is, we are going to TP it 2 blocks up per tick. Okay, so we're going to TP it 2 blocks up. I mean, this is going to be very, very fast. You can slow down by TPing it up 1 block or so forth, but I like the fastness of this. Now, you'll see that I do have a kill command here for bedrock. Okay, but what will happen is, because this moves so fast, when it actually reaches sky limit, so this is 200 high, so there's only about 50 blocks above me. So let me show you what I mean. So if I shoot this, you'll see it'll go up, and then it'll actually, the arrow will just kill itself, and then will it come down? No, it'll just kind of disappear. Okay, oh, there we go. So what happens to this arrow? Actually, that's interesting to know. What will happen with this arrow? Anyway, regardless. So yeah, so that is that. So let us go down to our, where's our nice little hole we made earlier on. So let's go down to this hole. Okay, and right, let's go down and have a look what happens. So now if I shoot the arrow like over there, you'll see we'll now get a hole going up. Okay, so let's just go. Where is our hole? Okay, and there we go. Voila. This is pretty hectic stuff. Okay, let's try it over here. So you can see, obviously, as the particles goes out of my field of view, it will disappear. But there we go. So now we can actually go nicely sculpt this part as well, and this will now probably kill my machine. There we go. So that is the reverse. Let me just quickly get up there. And you see there goes the arrows. Right, so some nice destruction that we have over here. Cool. Yeah, so very basic, very easy to actually do, and incredibly effective. So I'm just wondering what happens to these arrows once I get there. Never mind. So how can you use this? Now, I have created some spawners that will spawn. I wonder if one of these are the spawners now. So I've created a spawner that will spawn arrows. Let me just quickly grab the code from here, pop it in here. Okay. Right, now this can be a very nasty trap, really. So let me just quickly go and get rid of, stop this command block over here. Okay, and let me just, whoa. Ah, this is the arrows falling down now. Okay, interesting. Ah, interesting. Okay, you'll see I've got a lot of lag going on here now. Right, so if I summon the spawner is set to a 3-block range, or 6 blocks, 3 blocks. So if I get close to it, it'll start spawning arrows into the air, and I now need to get away. This will cause a lot of lag. Okay. Alright, go on. What's happened? What's happening? Why is nothing happening? Oh, that is wise. Okay. Okay, phew. That is it. This is okay. I should really not get anywhere near that that spawner now. But yeah, so you'll see this little hole that the spawner has made. Very devastating. A very nasty little trap. Yeah, that you could set for somebody in a world somewhere. Yeah, this is probably not something you want to do on multiplayer. Not at all. Look at this hole. Look at this hole. So I've been playing around with spawners and so forth for a while, and yeah, as you can see, it can have quite devastating results. Cool. Okay, guys, thank you very much. This is the first video in 2015. I know it's been long. If you like it, the video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, it helps me a lot. Please share it. Please comment. Let me know what you think. Yeah, let's start off this new year with you know, getting my stuff out there. And yeah, if you appreciate it, I appreciate it, and I enjoy it. Guys, thank you very much for watching. And as always, I will check you all later.